G'day guys, welcome back. I've been working really hard in the last week or two and I haven't had a chance to paint. So today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to try a patchwork pour. So I did a little practice one this morning, just a little 30 by 40 centimetre, and I was quite happy with it. So I'm going to do a bigger one. Now this is a 150 centimetre by 60 centimetre canvas, or 60 inch by 24 inch. I've basically divided my canvas into 3 sections here, 1, 2, 3, and then I've marked lines where I wanted the pours to go. So that's a long pour there, a long pour down here, but a little ones. Anyway, we don't have much time, so I'm going to get straight into it. I've painted my edges in navy blue, just poured it on the sides and then helped it over the edge with my little trowels. I have 10 different colours. I've had copper colour. These are all global impastos and they are mixed with floetrol. Floetrol 3 parts to 1 part paint, and they've each got a few drops of coconut milk hair serum in them. So we've got a copper, 2 whites just in case I need more white, and then we've got like a pale aqua going into darker aquas, into the blues, sea green, blue, and 2 navies. I like my contrast with my navy and my white, so I've got 2 navies and 2 whites. I've cut my little plastic document holders down to size so that I can swipe easily with them, and I'll just have to wipe them off after each use because I'm probably not going to do another one of these, and I didn't want to have to cut all my document holders down. So I'm going to get started. So I won't be able to tilt my canvas because, you know, after I've done one square I can't tilt the canvas to move the paint around. So I'm going to use my spatulas just to help move the paint so that I don't have to tilt, because you can't have your paint too thick on the canvas, otherwise once the cells pop up the paint stretches out, moves around, and you lose all your design. So let's get started. I'm going to have to do this in 2 videos because it's just going to take way too long to do one. Navy, so this one's going to be blues. Darkest down to lightest. Not going to be able to get a very definite edge there, which I'm a bit OCD, so not having a straight line is not going to be terribly impressive for me, but what can you do? A little bit of pale blue, and then I'll put some white on the bottom. I think swiping's the sort of technique that you don't have to be that particular with, really. Now the paint's going to go where the paint wants to go. So I just need to basically join these up. Spread the paint out a bit because I can't tilt. Doesn't matter if it gets mixed in a little bit, it's all going to get mixed in when I swipe. So I'll do however many blocks I can do before the video runs out. I've only got about 20 minutes of taping time. And then I'll have to come back and do some more. So I'll do some, and then while the video is uploading, I'll probably come back and do a few more squares because it's a bit boring for you to watch every single square, and then I can show you the finished product on the last video. Okay, I'm not going to go right down to the bottom because as I swipe the colours are going to pull down anyway. Alrighty, first swipe. Let's go. Make sure you've got good contact all the way down. I'm not going to push down, I'm just going to drag the plastic along. Hopefully there's enough paint to make it over the edge. Not quite, missing a little bit there, that's okay. Now I'm just going to wipe this off on my puppy piddle pads that I've got here, ready to go for the next one. So I'll come in and I'll just touch up those little bits later on. I won't have time to do it now. Let's see, I might do a aqua one up this end. Pour aqua at the top because that's going to be my swipe colour. And then some blues. Try not to drip on my other painting. And I want to put some of this copper in. This is a mixture of copper and gold. I find the global copper a bit too orangey for me, so I tend to mix it with another colour, a little bit of gold. Some of the dark turquoise. And one more colour, this light bluey colour. I think, and then some white. There we go. Just blend these a little bit. If I don't do this, there's going to be way too much paint, way too thick. See where the two blocks join here? This is where I'm not going to get a very definite line, but I'll just have to deal with that. It's art and paint goes where it wants to go. Okay, that'll do. Can't spend too much time on each block. I'll be here all day. Okay. I have to stand over here, so sorry about leaning over. And then just where I think my block ends, I'll have to pick it up. Wasn't too bad. So swiping with a lighter colour, you get a lot of lacing. I'm not going to torch at this stage. And then I can just try and fix up my little square. Might be easier just going over it with the cloth actually. Pick up that paint that's gone over the line. Probably shouldn't be too fussy about it. The colours are all going to blend into each other anyway. Okay, so 2 down. Now, this one I'm going that way. I've got my little arrows. That one's going that way, this one's going this way. So these are two little ones here. And I think I'll do a swipe with white up here. I'm not going to need as much paint with these ones. And I've got dark blue here, so I'll put some lighter blue up here just for contrast, so we don't have dark against dark. And some white. So these smaller ones don't need as many colours. Oops, shouldn't have done white. Swiping with white. I'm rushing, not concentrating. I do enjoy doing these videos for you all, but I find that I probably don't do the as best job as I can because I'm rushing to get it done. Then if I do a painting and put it up and everyone says, oh, did you do a video? Why didn't you do a video? And then I feel bad that I haven't done a video. But my pours on my own without videoing are better because I'm not rushing. Alright, some of this turquoise. And I think I will need a little bit of navy in there. Just a touch. Because they're all light colours, or lightish. You need dark colours and light colours when you're swiping. If you just do all light colours, you're not going to get a good effect. You need your light colours with your dark colours to make your cells pop. A little bit too much paint on this little square. I'll have to cut back next time, not put so much paint on the small squares. Okay, that's that one. See, I've got quite a lot of paint there on the bottom, so I'll have to try and get rid of some of that. Actually, maybe I can just spread it. I can use that on my next pour. Hopefully that'll work. Don't know. This is all new to me, experimenting. I've never done a patchwork pour before. I'm just going to rinse my cloth quickly. Pouring in my dining room, so the kitchen is right there. Okay, now what are we going to do next? I think I'll do a little bit of copper. Swipe with the copper. Just a little bit, not too much copper. It can be quite overpowering, the metallic colours. Spread that out. All right, copper and of course navy. We have to have navy in pretty much every colour, in every little square, because navy and the lighter colours is what works the best, I've found. Some blue. Now I'll try not to put too much paint on this square. And a little bit of this blue. There we go. Okay. Now swipe with the copper. I cut a couple of the sheets a little bit wider than the others just for the edges. Okay. Down we go. Wipe off my plastic. Alright, how's that looking so far? Got about a quarter done and I'm nearly up to my 20 minutes. So I've got these little paint chip cards. If you've got any little areas, if you're doing this type of swipe or another big swipe and you've got a little area that you've missed, you can just tear your little paint chip card into the size that you want and use that to get your edge. Once you're swiping, don't stop, otherwise you'll get a wriggle, or if you stop you'll get a dent where your card dropped down. So once you've made the commitment, you need to keep going, don't stop. Okay, now we'll get one more in. I think I'll do this one up here and then I'll have to stop. Oops, knocking the camera with my foot. I do like the blue, so I'm going to do another of the darker blues down here. It's a bit awkward going around the back of the table where the tripod is. My little ladder to get up onto the table so I can reach the camera. I think I'll put a bit of copper in this one as well. Oops, my colours are spreading into the next one. And a bit of white to finish it off. Push the paint to the sides. A little template there. I have to go around the back again and do this one. Okay. Should have just enough time to swipe this one before my camera goes dead. I'm just going to come over this bit with my card here because I've missed that. Missed it again, and the side. There we go. Very hard to get your edges. Okay, I'll see you for the next video.